let me not tell mommy this thing. How will I gonna be telling mommy that I'm in love? Hey, how will I gonna be telling daddy that I did this? Hello amazing people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're returning, you're welcome back. Good to have you back here. Now I feel so shy. I feel like covering my face in shame because I've not been here in generations, and I know that the other time I came here to apologize for that, but it still happened. Guys, I wish I could explain to you all everything that's been happening, but I cannot, and that's why I'm just apologizing. So please accept my sincere apology, you all. But it feels so good to be here. It feels so good to be here. Hope you all have been keeping fine. So in this video, I just want to talk about something that I noticed of recent, and I think it is a step in a good direction, and we need to applaud our parents. I'm basically just going to be talking about certain things our parents never used to do before that they seem to be doing now, speaking from my own parents and other people's parents that I've gotten to hear about of recent. So I'm just going to be mentioning 4 things that our parents now do that they never used to do. So first off, I noticed that some parents are beginning to have conversations with their children around sexual health and relationships. So in the past, it's very difficult for parents to actually have conversations with their children about this is your breast, this is your vagina. They always abstain from such conversations. I saw a post not so long ago about by Ife Johnson, and she talked about how it's important for parents to call some of these organs by their actual names, not up there and down there, or some people call it some very funny names. But instead of calling them all of those names, tell the children whilst they are growing up about how they should be careful when they get to certain ages. Certain things can happen that will lead to them giving birth, and if you give birth at this age, you are going to take care of the children yourself, this and that. So I think I can see or have observed in the past few years that parents are beginning to have these important conversations with their children, and I think it's very important. That's one. Secondly, relationships. Parents are beginning to talk about their children's relationship with them. So it's easy for me now to go to my mom and tell her, okay mommy, there's this guy I met who I think I like him, but I don't like this thing about him, and she would talk about certain things. I know that some people used to do that, but not a lot of parents used to do that in the past. So now it's easy, whether guys, whether girls, when you walk up to your parents. But at this point, I have to also say that we young people, let's not be afraid of our parents. Sometimes it's because we don't go to them that we don't have these conversations. I feel like they are usually open to some of these conversations, but we try to stay away. We'll be like, let me not tell mommy this thing. How will I gonna be telling mommy that I'm in love? Hey, how will I gonna be telling daddy that I did this? I mean, even if you do the wrong thing, I'm not advising anybody to do the wrong thing, but even if you do the wrong thing, you can still go to your parents for advice. Certainly they will admonish you, but at least going to them, it gives you some sense of responsibility. I don't know about all of you, but for me, whenever I think I want to make some very pivotal decision that are critical to my relationship and every other aspect of my life, I go to my mom. I consult her. There are still some friends I consult, but I mean, the parent touch to it would not be bad. So I consult my mom, and she tells me certain things. Now my mom is quite spiritual, so she'll come from the spiritual perspective, she'll come from the human and biological perspective, she'll come from several perspectives, and it just all makes me feel like, okay, I am doing things right. At least I know that I have told this person, so this person is going to be like an accountability buddy or partner. And if I need much more counsel about those things, I could still resort to her or resort to any other person that I might have told. So I see that we are beginning to have the love conversation. When you watch telenovelas, you see how parents talk to their children. They'll be like, if you love him, fight for your love. Though it will sound like they are fantasizing, but at least you know that you are sharing your relationship matters with people that have gone ahead of you, because of course they were in love before they got married and then they bore you, right? Another thing that I've seen parents do lately that they never really used to do before is engage in video or voice calls with their children. So before, it's just normal tariff calls. You just call hello, mommy, and then you're done. But these days, you see your parents, you talk to them, you have conversations, and it goes all smoothly. And I think it's way much better, especially when you're distant from them. a lot of people used to do it before, as I said earlier, but not everybody. But now I think a whole lot of parents are beginning to embrace this technology. They are beginning to feel okay with it, and I think it's really nice, if you asked me. Another thing is the fact that parents are beginning to allow their children do Snapchat and all of that. Before, when I want to take pictures of my mom, she'd be like, no, Chuma, don't take pictures of me. You can't put it on Facebook and everybody's going to see me. And I got tired of explaining to my mom that it's not everybody. Only people that you're friends with on Facebook are going to see your face. And there are some people that you may not know that are your friends on Facebook. They will still see it, and it doesn't mean they are going to do juju with you. They are not. Why do you reckon that they are going to do juju with your face? And the part of putting up their pictures, doing selfies, Snapchat videos, and all of that is something else. And another thing, chatting with our parents. In the past, it's just calls and all, but these days you hear someone say, I'm chatting with my mom is doing this, I'm chatting with my dad. And before, it used to sound so alien to me. Like, when I hear that, I'm like, I've never chatted with my mom. So these days, even when I chat with my mom, even though it takes them a generation to type one line of message. Well, let me speak for my mom. So you see typing. You know, when you see typing, it tells you that the person is typing. And so when it lasts for long, you would assume that the person is typing something really long. But in my mom's case, she will type, and when she sends it, you'll see like a 2 or 3 line message. And I'm like, is that what you've been typing since? But it's still nice that they are beginning to adopt some of this technology, because we are all headed for the technological world, even though it scares me a bit, but we are all headed for there. So the earlier we adopt all of these things, the better for us. So feel free to tell me anything that I missed out. These are the ones that were just on top of my head. So feel free to tell me any other thing that you think that our parents never used to embrace in the past. They never used to accommodate, but in recent times they've been adopting them. They've been allowing their children do those things with them, or they've been okay with it. They don't shout about it. They don't nag about it as much as they used to. Feel free to tell me. I would really want to know yours, and I'll probably make another video from whatever it is I'm able to get from the comment section. So if you're new here and you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for, but please subscribe. Please subscribe, share this video, comment if you have anything to add, and like this video if you get to like it. I'm certain you will like it, so just like it. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.